What makes the F-22 Raptor so hard to detect and practically invisible? The F-22 Raptor is not just an aircraft. It's an apparition. A ghost that glides on the edge of radar, a phantom that stalks from above. For decades, the idea of an invisible fighter jet was the stuff of science fiction. But then the Raptor came along and everything changed. Built not just to fly, but to disappear, the F-22 was designed in an era where air superiority wasn't just about firepower. It was about stealth, awareness, and the ability to act before your enemy even knows you're near. And it doesn't just hide from radars. It outthinks them, outsmarts them. And when it strikes, it's over before the enemy can look up. But how do you make a plane vanish in a sky teeming with satellites, radar installations, and heat-seeking missiles? The answer is a breathtaking combination of advanced materials, razor-edge design, bleeding-edge avionics, and engineering decisions so precise that they make the entire aircraft feel more like a digital illusion than a physical machine. Every line, every surface, every rivet is sculpted for one purpose: silence. It begins with the shape. The F-22's sharp, angular design isn't just for looks, it's to scatter radar signals in every direction but back to the source. Traditional aircraft reflect radar like a mirror. The Raptor absorbs and deflects it like a black hole. Its frame is carefully aligned at odd angles, creating a constantly shifting profile that fools even the most advanced tracking systems. From certain angles, it looks like a bird. From others, nothing at all. It isn't a single trick. It's layers of deception, each one built into the next, so that by the time radar tries to make sense of it, there's nothing left to see. And then there's the skin. This isn't just painted metal. It's coated in a radar-absorbing material that literally drinks electromagnetic waves. The surface of the F-22 is embedded with composite layers so advanced they can bend radar frequencies away from the radar dish trying to find it. The jet becomes less of a signal and more of a smudge, if it shows up at all. Engineers often say, if you're seeing the Raptor on radar, it wants you too. It's not just stealthy, it's strategic. Every surface is a trap for detection, a dead end for signals, a ghost in a world of sensors. But even radar isn't the only enemy. There are heat signatures, visual detection, sound tracking. The F-22 answers all of them. Its engines, two powerful Pratt & Whitney F119 PW100 turbofans, are buried deep inside the fuselage with flat nozzles that reduce the heat signature by hundreds of degrees. That means even infrared sensors have trouble spotting it. It also means the exhaust doesn't scream skyward like a flare. It gets diluted, spread, cooled, and masked. It glides through air with a quiet menace, not because it's underpowered, but because everything about it is engineered to disappear. From the moment it lifts off the tarmac, the F-22 becomes a phantom, unseen, unheard, and nearly untouchable. That's what makes it so dangerous. Not just what it can do, but how silently it does it. On top of that, the Raptor's thrust vectoring gives it agility that seems to mock the laws of physics. It can pivot in place, flip mid-air, hover, and vanish into a vertical climb, all while evading missile lock. But none of that power is loud. This isn't a brute force engine. It's refined, muffled, tuned. It doesn't announce itself like a roaring afterburner. It hisses, and by the time you hear it, it's long gone. Its weapons? Hidden, literally. Internal weapons bays mean the Raptor doesn't need to hang missiles on its wings. No drag, no visible bulges, just clean lines and silent compartments that open like surgical incisions, release fire, and close before you can blink. No trace, no signature. It's a machine built for the first strike, and for slipping away afterward unseen. Even its missile ejection system is designed for stealth, launching weapons without compromising the aircraft's radar profile. The Raptor hits hard and vanishes like a ghost with teeth. Inside the cockpit, the pilot doesn't just fly. He commands a digital symphony. The avionics suite doesn't wait for threats to appear. It predicts them, tracks them, suggests evasion routes, highlights enemy aircraft before they even become visible to the naked eye. In most planes, the pilot is reacting. In the F-22, the pilot is hunting. Every move is calculated, every threat assessed through a web of sensors, data fusion, and real-time feedback. The aircraft thinks, anticipates, and advises, creating an unmatched partnership between man and machine. Even communications are stealthy. The Raptor uses highly directional data links and low probability of intercept radio systems, meaning it can transmit and receive without being triangulated. It whispers across the network, feeds information to other aircraft, and never gives away its location. This isn't just about staying hidden from machines. It's about staying invisible to the very concept of detection. The enemy can't fight what it can't find. And yet, for all its secrets, the F-22 is rarely seen in combat. Why? Because sometimes the best weapon is the one you don't use. The mere presence of Raptors in a region shifts strategies, changes outcomes, and discourages conflict. It's psychological warfare, air dominance without firing a shot. The Raptor is not just a fighter jet, it's a message. That said, it has seen action, and when it does, it performs like no other. Reports from missions over Syria, Afghanistan, and Iraq confirm what pilots already knew. It strikes before being spotted, it eliminates targets without a trace, and it returns to base with barely a scratch. Enemy radar, jammed. Enemy jets, outmaneuvered. Surface-to-air missiles, too slow, too dumb, too late. But here's where things get stranger. Even satellites, the eyes in the sky, struggle to pin down a moving Raptor. From low Earth orbit, heat signatures blur. Stealth coatings scatter imaging radar. And because the jet often flies below certain altitudes or routes, it uses the very shape of the terrain to disappear. It tucks itself into valleys, slides under radar nets, skims over mountains. And unless someone's looking with very, very lucky timing, the Raptor stays ghosted. All this engineering excellence comes at a price. The F-22 is one of the most expensive fighters ever built. Over $200 million per unit when development costs are factored in. It's complex, it's demanding, maintenance is high. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Nothing else does what it can do. No other fighter blends stealth, speed, agility, and situational dominance like the F-22. It's not just a weapon, it's a statement. Only about 180 of them were ever made. The production line is closed now. Politically, economically, and logistically, the F-22 was a victim of its own brilliance. Too advanced, too expensive, too ahead of its time, but those that exist, they remain the crown jewel of the U.S. Air Force. And they continue to train, fly, deploy, seen only when the military wants them to be seen. Pilots who fly describe the experience in spiritual terms. You don't fly the Raptor. One veteran said, you wear it. You think and it moves. Others describe a kind of arrogance, or an arrogance, that comes with flying a jet that can outfight, outrun, and outhide anything else in the sky. Enemies don't see it. Allies sometimes don't either. It patrols unseen, waits unseen, and if necessary, strikes unseen. A guardian cloaked in radar silence. A predator wrapped in cloud and deception. And that's what makes it terrifying. Not its speed, not its firepower, but its absence. You never hear it. You never see it. And when it's gone, only then do you realize it was ever there. The F-22 Raptor isn't invisible because it bends light or tricks the eye. It's invisible because it was designed from the ground up to be everything a modern enemy fears. Quiet, untouchable, and already watching. And the most chilling part, you'll never even know it was there.